Hi everyone, it's Chris from the Silverfit. We did manage to reopen yoga at the hub, and that was for a few weeks. Just thank you to those of you who were able to attend the classes. There was Catherine and Rebecca and Louise and Angela and Chris, and hopefully, we'll meet again. It shows that the recent event showed that it's possible. Today I thought we'd do something slightly different. It's a tribute to a friend of mine who's just finished a Scaravelli Yoga teacher training. Vanda Scaravelli was an Italian who trained with the original sort of yogis who brought yoga to the West, and brought her own sort of understanding to it. The focus is very much on listening to the body, being kind to the body, and working with rather than against gravity. So lots of things we've done before, but in a different way. So lots of talking, you're looking for the sensation of the experience of doing the postures. And we start straight away in constructive rest. So lying down on the back, soles of the feet to the floor, gaze to the ceiling, and just relaxing into the floor. And just becoming aware of where the back meets the floor. Becoming aware of the soles of the feet, and just feeling the texture of the fabric that the skin of your feet is presently in contact with. And just imagine a point between the two big toes and between the two small toes on the ball of the foot, and a point in the middle of the heel. And just be aware of the distribution of the weight in the foot as you're lying. And just feel as if the knees are being drawn by invisible golden threads up towards the ceiling. So there's a sort of activity there within the legs, just to stop them falling to the side or dropping inwards. And awareness to the back, each vertebra of the back. So the pelvic bones, the hip bones through the back, and then the spine that runs between, up through the middle, between the shoulder blades into the neck, connecting the skull. Just checking in with the face, relaxing all the features of the face, in the tongue, just to the base of the mouth. Just drop the tongue and feel the jaw relax and the skin on the cheeks just softening, and just letting go of any tension in the body. Bringing your awareness to the breath. And then very gently drawing one knee into the chest and let the other leg go long. I've done my right leg in and my left leg long. And just holding, chin tucked down, feeling the shoulders drop into the floor. Just breathing, being aware of what's happening in the hip. And then just gently start to unfold the leg and release back. So on the inhale, just breathe the leg up. And on the exhale, release. And again, just resting, shoulders dropping to the floor. And then unfolding with an in-breath, releasing on an out-breath, unfolding on the in-breath, and you might have a bent knee, that's not a problem, or you might be able to strengthen the leg wherever the leg goes in its unfoldingness, taking the hands behind the thigh or behind the calf, behind the ankle, just feeling where that leg is unfolded, so no forcing. And then we exhale, draw the leg in. So just breathing with the legs. So as you breathe out, the leg comes in. As you breathe in, it releases. Taking a rotation of the ankle in one direction and a rotation in the other direction. And just gently draw the knee to the chest and exhale to empty breathing. Just notice the right side, the weight of the right side, the length of the right side, and draw the left knee in, hands over the knee, and the weight of the shoulders dropping back draws the thigh onto the torso, and then holding behind the shin, so on the thigh, gentle in-breath unfolding, out-breath releasing, in-breath unfolding, out-breath releasing. In your own time, with your own breath, unfolding the leg, so you're not forcing it anywhere, you're just experiencing the movement of the breath, the unfolding of the leg. And then just working into the hips, so breathing out, drawing the leg in, breathing out and in, and then just drawing the leg again, working with the breath, the exhalation, the leg draws in, into a rotation of the ankles, and then exhale and take the leg long. So 2 long legs, just empty breaths, empty mind. Right foot and left foot onto the floor. And again, feeling into the feet, noticing those 3 points, the triangle that's the base of the feet. And then just breathing in and taking the weight into the feet and feeling the push, slight push against gravity. Just feel the spine, the lower spine, just lift off the floor, and breathe out and gently replace. And this time we're going to breathe in and press into the floor, and breathe out, release the spine down. And breathing in and pressing into the floor, and the knees track forward towards the feet, and you're coming into something that resembles a bridge lift. And notice what's happening in the buttocks. Try not to hold tension in the buttocks. Where's the weight in the feet? Where's the downward energy through the feet, causing the pelvis to lift? And the next time you breathe out, think of each vertebra just reconnecting to the floor. Very slowly going for a separation of the vertebra. A resting breath And then breathing, pressing into the floor. Knees track forward over the toes. And just noticing and loosening the buttocks. So trying to soften the buttocks, keeping the energy going through the feet to the floor. And on the exhale, each vertebra gently, slowly to the floor. And once more, in your own time, pressing through the feet. Each vertebra separate to the floor. And then gently the knees to the chest and just clasping onto. And maybe rocking from side to side. Yeah, just go for a rock from side to side. And then as you rock to one side, just hold in a balance. And then exhale, roll across the back. Hold to a balance on the other side. And then this time, roll right over onto your side. So we've got the arm forward and the palm of the hand forward, and just find a comfortable place for your hands, and one knee on top of the other and the ankles underneath the knees, so the legs are in a sort of right angle on the floor. And just gently breathe in and lift the arm up to the ceiling, and then breathe out and bring it down. Breathe in and trace the fingers along the floor until the arm is above the head, and you just turn and look towards the ceiling and just let the shoulder hang out in this position. And then exhale, slowly bring the hands back. And let's do that once more. So we're taking the arm to here, we're hanging out here. And then we're seeing what it might be like to take the arm round. And if that doesn't feel very comfortable at all, stay in the hangout position. See if the shoulders will go out so that you gaze into the ceiling, and just relaxing through the shoulders. So wherever it feels like there's some work going on, but there's not anything that is stressful to the body. And then exhale and bring the hands back. And then we're going to go on to the other side. So if you breathe in and take the arm up, take the shoulder down, bring the legs, and just take a moment to rest the feet on the floor, and then over to the other side. So I'm going to change positions so that I can do the other side. Yes, still connecting, looking at you. So again, one knee on top of the other, place with the head. If you've got, should have said this earlier, but if you've got a cushion or a pillow, you can support the head. Certainly take the time out to do that if the head is uncomfortable. And we're going to breathe in, and the gaze follows the fingers, and breathe out, both palms together. And then breathe the hands up so that they're above the head in that hangout position. And then exhale, slowly bring palms back together. And then back to that hangout position, and if it's available in your shoulders, just rotating so both shoulders, the shoulder blades are flat to the floor, the gaze to the ceiling. If that's not comfortable, hanging out. And then exhaling the fingers back. Slowly coming to a kneeling position. And just hanging loose here for a little while. Take the breath. We're going to go for cat-cow. The front of the feet are to the floor. The back is in a sort of neutral position. Feel like you're lengthening through the spine. So somebody's gently tugging the tailbone towards the wall behind you, and someone's gently encouraging the crown of the head to the wall in front. And on the exhale, drop the head and the neck. And just see what happens in the spine as the weight of the head goes to the floor, and feel the thoracic spine through the shoulder blades. And then on the in-breath, start to flatten the back, lengthen the spine, space in the spine, drawing forward and looking up. So exhale, drop the head, the neck, drop the tailbone, and just notice what's happening in the spine, the sensation in the spine, and releasing through the spine, lengthening, eventually a slight gaze forward. So 2 more of these in your own time, leading with the head. So the head drops, the neck is soft, the back rounds, the tailbone tucks under. And just noticing the sensation in the spine, the sensation in the shoulders. And just slowing everything down. So this is the slowest cat-cow, because you've got to take all your concentration to what's happening in the spine. And this time come into a neutral position. Take the hands a little bit forward and take the bottom back. So we're in a child posture. If this really doesn't suit you, just find a place to hang out that rests the spine. If it's okay, take the fingertips into little chicken feet. So really onto the tips of the fingers and pressing into the floor and feeling the action through the arms, the inner arms into the shoulders. And exhale, release. And just walk, keep the hands where they are and come to a kneeling position. And we're going to come into a Scaravelli down dog. So here the emphasis is on freeing the spine and taking the weight into the legs. So take the weight back into the feet and then come up to this position. Very strong on the legs. Take the weight back, your bottom towards your heels. And then exhale, take a rest, come in, toes tuck under, into that, some people call this elephant posture. The bottom is back, it's very strong on the legs. Hips a little bit higher, and then come back. And then see where we go this time, but look for an unfolding of the hips, the spine, so that spine eventually lifts, weight is to the back, in a down dog. Breathing in the dog, and then walking the hands, feet towards the hands, and just hang with the head. Come up through the back, deep breaths, several breaths to come up. And coming into a Tadasana position. So taking the feet just a little bit less than hip width apart, and just let the palms go forward. So feel an opening of the chest. Feel for that triangle in the feet, and just rocking forward and backwards until you find your center of gravity. And then drop into the feet. Don't collapse into the feet, just drop the weight of the body into the feet and feel a lengthening of the spine. Lengthening of the spine. And then exhale, release, a little wriggle through and a little shake through. Shaking through, doing what you need to do. And then we're going to come into a warrior one. And this is called wetsuit, this wetsuit warrior, because the image, going to take the feet hip width apart and take a step forward. And then imagine you're putting on a wetsuit, yeah? So you're gently drawing the wetsuit. First of all, you've made a strong base. So if you think of your feet, you're trying to pull the mat to the side and pull the mat forward. So you really activate the legs. Yeah. And then you're going to pull on a wetsuit. Just wriggle it over the waist, soften the hands, bend the front leg and just reach for the sky, pressing into the feet, pulling the mat forward and to the side so you've got very active legs. And then exhale and slowly down. Bring the feet together and just find your hip width position, and we do the same on the other side. So again, maybe I'll do it side on, I'll get a better view here. So the feet to the sides of the mat, so they're like they're on a railway track. You're pressing to the side, you're trying to push the mat forward and to the side. And then the wetsuit, just imagine drawing the wetsuit up the legs, round the hips to the waist, and then up over the shoulders, and the arms go up and you're looking forward. Just reaching, lifting through the fingers. And then exhale the hands down and come to go for a forward fold now. So if you just give yourself a big hug and then lift up, drop into the feet, lift through the crown of the head, and then drop the head and hinge forward. So send the crown of the head towards the floor, and then you can unfold the arms, find the floor, micro bend the knees, and then breathe in and slowly come up through the top of the spine to your Tadasana position. And then hug yourself in an unfamiliar way. So the first time would have probably been familiar. Your second is your unfamiliar way. Again, lengthening through the spine, dropping the head, leading with the head, coming down, forward, fold. And as you come down, you can bend the knees if it's too strong. And just unfolding the arms, just hanging out for a little while. The hands may or may not find the floor. And then breathing in, coming up through the spine, the vertebra, awareness to the vertebra, each bone in the spine and coming to Tadasana. Just drop the ear to the shoulder, the hand down the outside of the leg. And breathe in. And over to the other side. Just drop into the side. And breathe in. And then we're going to do what I call this Scaravelli trikonasana, which is my favourite. Trikonasana's triangle pose. You take one foot to the side, one foot back, and you walk your hands down the front leg. So I've put my right leg forward, my right hand has walked down the leg. I take my left hand and I put it on the base of my spine, my lumbar spine, and I turn away from the forward leg, turning towards the camera. And I exhale and look down, and we can walk up. Just take my hands, bit of support to the kidneys, draw the elbows together, look up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk down that front leg again. The hand goes onto the back and you twist the spine so the focus is on the rotation of the spine, and if the arm wants to go up, the arm can go up. And then exhale again, walking up the leg and the front leg, and we're going to change. So here we have the left leg forward, the right back, and again activating the legs through that, creating tension in the mat. And then exhale, walk down. So we walk down. So the same leg, same hand, the right hand this time comes onto the back. You rotate away from the front leg. And then and then exhale. And look down, walk the hand up. Little hand to the kidneys, gentle back bend. Inhale, look forward, and exhale down, walk down the leg. The hand goes onto the lower spine, twist away from that, rotate away from that front leg, trying to get one shoulder on top of the other, and then you just let that arm just float up to the sky. So you trikonasana. Exhale the hand down. And just walk up the leg. Come to standing, couple of empty breaths here into Tadasana. And then we're going to come down into the position that we started with. So this constructive rest, soles of the feet to the floor, knees to the ceiling. Just draw the knees into the chest. And then soles of the feet to the floor, and then let the right leg be long, let the left leg flow away. We're just sort of undoing the doing, so just reconnecting with the support of the floor and just responding to gravity, so the body doesn't fight gravity. The idea in Scaravelli is if you're fighting gravity, you're creating tension in the body, so you take the support of gravity. And just relaxing the feet, the legs, feeling the hips and the back, lengthening, spreading. Feel the shoulders flat on the floor, the arms long. And notice what's happening in the face, releasing tension in the face, the eyes dropping back. And moving into a harmony and awareness, a synchronizing of the breath, just being with the breath, breathing the body, quiet, silent relaxation. If you want to stay longer in this relaxation, then obviously do. You're in the sort of your own home, so you can take this much longer, but in terms of the video, we're going to sort of gently come out of the posture, Shavasana, so we draw one knee to the chest, draw the other knee, and just that rocking from side to side, eventually coming over onto one side, and just bringing an awareness to the fingers, the toes, and in your own time just coming to a seated position. And a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And once more, deep breath in, the palms come together. And just draw the thumbs to the heart center and the gaze to the fingertips. And namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the sort of work, the focus on the spine, and may give you energy for the rest of your day or evening. Okay, take care, everyone.